when Misha Collins with my ear. Should we just sing? We'll just sing the rest of the panel. It was physically quite tricky because I was held up against Misha. Had to do this several times, and then Misha's not a dancer. Right? And then I was supposed to like drop and then fall to the ground. Do you know what I mean? Like I was dead and then I fell to the ground. And I was kind of doing it like self-supporting. It was slightly gymnastical. So it was physically quite tricky. And then Yulia, who's a stunt girl for me, she got the job. She walked past Lou, who's a stunt coordinator, and he went, "Who's that?" Because she was so small. He was like, she could match Ruth. Saying that's Yulia, she's great. She then popped in for me and did the smack down onto the concrete. Because they don't actually make us do that as actors, you know, because we're total pansies. Yeah, even the most macho actor, nothing compared to these stunt people, let me tell you. So, it was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed that scene. I loved, get your wristband. Okay, I'll tell you what else. Okay, I'll come back to this. So, I love the scene that Andrew Dabb wrote, because there was a whole bit about why I couldn't love Fergus. And I loved that the backstory I had been carrying for myself secretly, the writer wrote without us ever speaking to each other about it. Isn't that amazing? When you're... So I just loved that whole bit. And I said this to Tom, who was the director. Tom is amazing. He's in his 70s, he works in Apocalypse Now. He directed the Baby episode. I said, Tom, the most beautiful I've ever looked was when I was dead on the flare. That's dead on the floor for people who don't speak Scottish. It was so beautifully shot. I just felt so lucky to have this beautiful picture of me with my neck fucked up. So I feel a lot of things. I don't know if that was your question. I feel a lot of things about all of that, and I constantly feel so lucky about everything I'm given to do in the show. I just get such fun stuff. Okay, so back to this. You're getting a body lotion? Well, it's only slightly used. Because I didn't bring my own, because I was doing hand luggage only, so I can't carry, you know. So it is slightly used, but it's given with love. Oh, you okay? She was doing a stunt fall to demonstrate. Thank you. So well, thank you for your singing. Wasn't she wonderful? Who knows about Lee Club mechanics? It's happening. So start limbering now. Especially the back. You in the middle at the back with the pink top on, sir. Normally this is when I come into the audience and terrorise people. That might still happen. Okay. What's your name? Where are you from? What?
I'm Maddie. I'm from Wayzata. Where? Wayzata.
Wayzata?
Mm-hmm.
Wayzata. Wayzata?
Yes,
What?
that's how you pronounce it.
How'd you spell it?
Wayzata.
Wayzata? That's a real place?
Yeah! I was wondering what it was like working with Mark Shepard.
Such a problem child. Is this the stairs? Imagine if I never came back out from behind the pole. Hi! Only kidding. Aww, so funny. Thank you for your there's your, yeah, that's the shampoo. Yeah, you happy with that? Now just hi. Hi. Now I'm just going to waffle on a bit. Hi, how are you? Just going to waffle on a bit Mark Shepherd. Hi, come in, make yourself at home. Have a wee seat. See you later, Beth. True. She's not even looking. Hi. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Hi. 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 Back to Mark Shepherd. He's one of the most naturally talented actors. This is weird when you get back to the hall, you can start to hear yourself. Like on the telephone when there's an echo. It's really disconcerting. And I'm already pretty disconcerted. Generally as a person. Hi, Red. Hi. Hi. I was going to start singing Welcome to the Cheap Seats. Welcome. There's no such thing, is there?
No.
Did I just say something contentious? Sorry. Hello. How are you? Hi. So Mark Shepherd. He's such a problem child. I love him to bits. And Sarah, his wife, is lovely. And they're a wee baby. Mark calls me, hi. Mark calls me the baby whisperer. Because when I picked up Isabella, she stopped crying. And it was only a little bit of witchcraft. Just a little bit. So yeah, hi. I'm walking about like a dancer because that stage is weird. I need to get rid of myself. How are you all doing? Hi. This is usually the point I do still find someone on their mobile doing Pokemon. Not concentrating on me! Everything I'm saying. I can really hear myself, it's totally weird. So I'm going to go back up on stage. And we're going to do the V Club Mega Mix in a bit. So it's not this side, it's this side. Okay, working my way back to you, babe. Hello, what's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
My name is Denise. I'm from Hutchinson, Kansas.
Kansas?
Yes.
That just is still so magical to me. I'm such a tourist.
Really wanted to be here. So I was curious, do you think Rowena actually has like deep down feelings for her son?
No. No. She doesn't care at all.
So do you think she only cares about his success in hell?
I think the fact that he was the king of hell was a point of pride for Rowena. That's something she can relate to, genuinely. Like, that's something to be proud of, right? Oh, that's my boy, he's totally evil. He's so proud. I do think that was genuine, as well as useful. I do think it's interesting, isn't it? Here we go, a little bit of pop made-up psychology, but isn't it interesting, the more we suppress things, the stronger they are. And, you know, the opposite of love is hate, but really, if you just don't feel anything, that's what Rowena would probably want. But she stifled down this love. She didn't want to love him for all the reasons, you know, and that I said, you know, because it was so hurt by his father. It's too treacherous, it's too scary to care for him. So my theory is there has to be flashing him. Sorry. I mean, it's been like that since the cartwheel. You didn't tell me? You guys. You're like. So yeah, my theory is there has to be an atom, and you know what happens when you split an atom, right? So I think that's my theory. And this is not from Warner Brothers or the writers. That is my theory. Does that answer your question? Awesome. Do you get a conditioner? Is that something you'll use? awesome songs. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Okay, on your feet. Up you get. Come on, up. I'm not kidding, up. And we're going to video you for Facebook Live. So you better practice hard so you don't look daft in front of all your mates. The winner gets a jelly beer. Okay, so we start off with throw a V. That's a choreographical term. I made up that word. Choreographical. You like it? Good. Okay. And you've got to say it at the same time because there's power in words, right? So you've got to say V club, and you get V by squeezing your boobs together, including especially the men. We know what's under those shirts. V club, make a V. Yeah, no, that's not a V. That's a V. You'll get there. So, V club. M for mega. Can you pop a knee? Yeah? So you say it, V Club Mega, and this is the tricky part, I'm not gonna lie. She said flashing. Disco ball change, disco ball change. So just jiggle, 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 jiggle. And then we have a hell yeah. Sorry. Hell yeah! And then this is the extra added value part that you get for free. You get to vogue to your own style. So you get a flawless, absolutely flawless. And then a yay at the end. Okay, got it, right, good, let's go. She looks scared. You should be. Okay, you ready? After 3, 1, 2, 3. V Club Mega! Disco ball change, disco ball change. Hell yeah! Flawless. Absolutely flawless. Okay, that was pants. That was total pants. I thought this is where like Prince was from. I thought you would be funky. Sadly disappointed. Or am I? I'm going to give you one more chance before we film it. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. V Club Mega. Disco ball change. Disco ball change. Hell yeah! Flawless. Absolutely flawless. Okay, I need to hear you say the flawless. I need your commitment to the cause, the Rowena cause of being fabulous and flawless. You know you want to. Right, you ready? Oh yes. Facebook Live video stream. I'm going to call this flawless because you're going to be really loud in that bit, right? Flawless as fuck. Flawless AF. So you know what to look for. The last video only like about 100,000 people saw it, so don't worry. We're going live. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, we're live, Minneapolis. This group is going to be the most flawless group yet, aren't we? Okay. After 3, 1, 2, 3. V Club Mega. Disco ball change. Disco ball change. Hell yeah! Flawless. Absolutely flawless. That's awesome. That was really well done. We totally rocked the Casbah. Thanks for watching. Okay. Rhiannon says, I love you, Ruth. I love you too. Hi. Hi, Octavia. They won't be as flawless as Pittsburgh. Oh! Ricky threw down there. See you later. Oh, I don't know how to stop it. Ending live video. We can all breathe a sigh of relief. Whew, that's Dover. That's done. It's thirsty work, eh? Whew. Who's next? Oh my God. Which side is it? I don't know. It's bigger than me. Is it this? Hi, darling. How are you?
My question is, how does it feel to be walking around and see people dressed as you during these conventions?
Totally normal. Totally when I was a little girl, I thought, this is going to happen. No, when I'm older. No, it's insane and very flattering. And, oh, I need to find you something else. Hold on. I think I've run out of hotel toiletries. Somebody just sent me a message or something. Oh, you know what? You're going to get a very special prize. The My Hope chest mirror. Did you do Gish Rest?
Yeah, I did.
You deserve this then.
I need one of those anyway.
Flawless. What was the question? Oh, people dressing up, isn't it? Thank you, darling. Nice to see you. Thank you. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's amazing. And I think, I think with Rowena, like, it's kind of fun to put on a gown, isn't it? And big red hair. And I hope it's fun to do. Yeah, it blows my mind. There was one lady turned up at a convention, she'd even found the exact dress, and she had done her hair, and she was incredible, and she was a Navy SEAL. And sorry, she's swear. No, just sort of. What are we talking about? And when we were at Comic-Con, we got all the little interviews after the big panel. We had the Armed Forces Network interviews because apparently Supernatural was really popular. That's amazing. It was amazing to meet this lady. What an amazing compliment. So yeah, it's just a compliment really. Can't really say anything else about it. It's kind of fascinating. And yeah, I'm trying to think who I would like to dress up as. Because really nobody's as fabulous as Rowena. Do you mean like, I'd like to dress up maybe as Jared. And get like, yeah, that was my joke. Or maybe a couple of plant pots. Like when you were little, you used to put those plant pots. You used to be a horse. No, just me on the farm, on my own, lonely, sad child. Hello, darling. Well, I saw you earlier, didn't I? I still like your dress. I'd like it.
Okay,
She's not getting it. You don't have anything else with you to wear? Never mind. Strip. Give me it. I want it.
My question is,
What's happened to me? It's your fault. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Didn't to scare you. I won your dress.
I got it at Kohl's, so it's not that
Kohl's?
Yeah.
Is that a store here?
Oh, yeah. They don't have it here? I'm from Nebraska, so.
Nebraska.
Most people from Nebraska.
I have a bit of an issue with Nebraska. Can I tell you my
I don't
issue?
blame you.
Can I tell you? My first green card, when you file in one state, it goes to another. The same state never judges. You know, it always has to be a different state that judges the application. Does that make sense? I don't probably not explaining it very well. But so mine went through Nebraska. So I'm in California and my thing's getting filed through Nebraska, and I'm like, totally just imagine somebody in a Nebraska office being like, yeah, that's how you speak, eh? Yeah, like Canadian, I don't know, Wisconsin accent. And I'm like, oh yeah, stamp. But they denied me. You live in Nebraska? I'm only kidding. I'd like to visit, I really would, and find that person. I got it the second time. I filed from New York via Texas, so Texas is good, y'all. I'm so sorry. I've asked for your clothes and I've insulted your state. How can I make it up to you?
My question is,
Yes?
if Rowena ever got a spin-off, What would you like what would you like it to be about, and who would you like to star with you?
Which one? I think would be a good name. Which one? Get it? Yeah. Come on. And I think it would be totally fascinating. A kind lady brought me some of her own toiletries. So this is somebody else's. No. Oh, it's mega rich. It's mega. Who brought me this? Who brought me this? Thank you. You're mega. So, which one? I think it would be really fascinating. I know there's witches on television just now, there's all different kinds of stuff. There isn't, and I know Outlander, and I'm really good friends with Lottie Verbeck, who plays the witch in Outlander. She's one of my best buds. So there is Outlander, but I would think it'd be fascinating to go back to 1665 or whatever year it was, you know, where they were burning witches and drowning them. Not witches, women, right? I'd love to go back, and there's a book called The Last Witch, and it's set in Scotland around that time, and I spoke to the author last week on the phone. She's a friend of Trevor Etienne's, who was a guest star in Supernatural, who's a good friend of mine. So I'm like, it's all cooking in here, it might never come to anything, but I think it'd be fascinating to go back to that time and really see the pagan roots of witchcraft and what a lot of these women went through to practice their art. And for it to be modern day and back in the past, you know, need to go back and forth or through the, you know, if Rowena's been alive for 365 years or however old. That's just an age I've given her. They've not specifically said an age, but I kind of worked it out because you guys frightened me on Tumblr. You were so specific about everything. I thought I have to be really specific, and I worked out there's a plague reference I say to Fergus, and so I worked out how old I had to be to say the reference. So that's how I worked, you know, kind of tried to work it out. So yeah, does that answer your question? Would you watch that?
Absolutely.
Because there's so much mythology and magic in Scottish folklore. You know, the Kelpies and. In Scottish mythology and folklore, when you die, your spirit doesn't go in the air, because we don't come from the air, we come from the earth. So your spirit goes down into the earth, under the ground, to where you were born to rest. Isn't that so? Like, I love, there's just so much there. And, should I stop waffling on about this now? Stop writing it? Stop spoiling it in case it gets made? Thank you for your question. And I promise I'm not going to pull this over your head. It's so cute. You look like. Quick, Tony. Oh! She threw my conditioner away. She was, because I criticized Nebraska. How are y'all doing? It's quite weird to see yourself on the big screen. Like, that's not how I thought I looked. I'm sure I look better than that this morning, but never mind. Does anybody else want one? She put her hand up really nicely. Didn't actually like it. That took a lot of concentration from both of us. Hello, Darren.
Hi. So like, my question is.
No. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
I'm Janie. I'm from Eden Prairie, and I was wondering, like.
I didn't hear your name. Sorry.
Jeannie.
Jeannie.
Yeah.
I love that name.
Thank you. But like, in disregard to the writers, like in your personal opinion, like, could Rowena ever turn like good and like maybe work with the boys?
I don't think she's bad.
Like work in like like their version of good, like work with the boys and like hunt monsters.
Just misunderstood. I think it'd be a bit boring to be good. Woo! Who wants to be good? Do you know what I mean? Did I hit somebody in the face? Sorry, but I meant it. See, that's the fun of being naughty. Who wants to be good? No. Does that answer your question? No, definitely not. Hold on, I didn't get your wristband, did I? And I have another little toiletry here. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, it's mega rich. I love this. It's got mega on it. Mega rich body lotion. I mean, the thing is, the truth is about Rowena, she's actually helped the Winchesters a lot more than they've helped themselves recently. She helped Cass. I mean, she had a gun to her head, but she did it. Very often, she's the only one who can. She's the only one that knows the spell to do, you know, whatever. And that's why she ended up dead, because, you know, he knew that she was the only threat to him, because she's the only one who can put him back. So she does good in a kind of weird, twisted, messed up, roundabout way, but nah, I think she's too much fun being naughty. But thank you for your question. You're beautiful. Nice to meet you. Jeannie. Meet Jeannie. Meet Jeannie over there. Such a Scottish name. Oh, I'm warming up for tomorrow. Thank you. What else have we got? Right, okay, good. What's your name?
My name is Tori.
Tori?
I'm from Indiana.
Cool. There's one other person from Indiana.
And I was wondering, which character that died before you started on the show would you have liked to work with?
Ooh. That's a good question. One of the wonderful things about doing this show is obviously the conventions, doing all this. It's amazing. And the amazing people I've made friends with over the past year since starting doing this. I'm going to have to give a big shout out to Elena Huffman then. I think Rowena should have a lot, it'd be hard for her to handle, for sure, because nobody can handle Elena easily, or Abaddon. But I think, so I forgot to get you something, go back. I've done my workout today, just on the stage. I think you've got the last mega rich shampoo. You're so lucky. Obviously she was a knight of hell. It would be, I'd have to put a really big controlling spell on her so she couldn't usurp me or really challenge me, but she would come and fuck things up royally, wouldn't she? So yeah, does that sound good? Get Abaddon back, get two reds in the same room at the same time. Yeah? Thank you for your question, my other wayward friend. Thank you. Thank you for being a friend. What's that from?
Golden Girls.
I'm old. I'm not that old. Which Golden Girl would you be?
Blanche.
Blanche. Blanche. All right. You need to breathe twice before you said that. Blanche. Hi.
Hi, I'm Dan. I was wondering, what do you think the results would be of an encounter between Rowena and the sheriffs?
Yeah, I would love to see that.
You boys have been able to handle her, so I'm kind of wondering, do you think the sheriffs could, or what do you think would happen there?
Well, when I just first started the show, somebody asked me a similar question, and I hadn't met Kim Rhodes, and now I've met her. I mean, I loved her before I met her. I read her blog. Oh, this is really good. Oh, I want to keep this. This is lovely from this lady. Thank you again. It's cuticle cream. Are you into your cuticles? Do you? Yeah, cuticle love. So I'm waffling on about Kim and I didn't get it. Thank you. Yeah, so I would love to work with Kim and do you always sneak up on girls like that?
We certainly try.
It was Mike's idea.
So I think Kim and Brianna are such a handful together. It would be fascinating to see what would happen with Rowena and the two sheriffs. I don't know how much work would get done on set. I think that's what I would be concerned about, unless Richard Spate was directing, in which case nothing would get done.
Nothing would get done. But the after party would be the place to be.
It would be the after party to end all after parties, and we've had a few after parties.
We certainly have. This woman's terrible influence. Don't let her smile for you.
How did it all go, Ruth?
See that again?
How did it go? How did this whole thing go?
How did it go?
We're going to see you tonight. karaoke. You're going to see her tomorrow night playing the Saturday night special with Loud and Swain. You're going to see her, you're going to love her, and embrace her because she's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruth Connell!
She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. Got it so black I can't see. But she's a black magic woman and she's gonna make the devil fight.
Robbie, did you know that I love Friday people so much that I made him a shirt?
I heard that.
Yeah. I made a shirt, and it's not only commemorative, but mildly inappropriate. Much like myself. I think of myself as commemorative and mildly inappropriate. It reads, thanks to Dick, I got F. And in parentheses it says, Friday, and it makes you an official Friday person. Because you need to know we should wear it loud and proud.
Where can they get those, Rich?
Why they can get them in the merch room, Robbie? Thank you for asking so robotically.
Good throw, Rich.
Yeah, that's not my thing. I'm not a thrower. Well, you know what I am? I'm a guy who introduces other people. And coming up next is a game like any other game. A game that simply has two answers. You either go yes or you go no. That's all it is, Robbie.